user-defined function, and in today's video I'm going to talk about how exactly these types are practically implemented and how we can use them practically. So first, we have already covered two of that. I'm going to show you that, I'm going to revise you that. So first I'm going to show you no argument passed and no return type. So as there is no argument and no return type means I'm not expecting any kind of output from the function. That's why I can use void. So first of all, let me write stdio dot h and int main, and here it is return 0. Right. So it is common for all functions. Now, as the first type is not having any kind of argument or return type, it is not having return type especially, so I am using void. I am giving it name fun1, that is first type of function, or say I am giving it name type 1. Inside it is not having any argument because see, no argument. So inside this brackets, in place of argument list, I am not going to pass anything, right? So here you can write anything to print on screen. So printf hello, I am the type 1 of user defined functions, right? So it will print hello, I am the type 1 of user defined function. Whenever I am calling it, I do not need to pass any value. I do not need to pass any value. That is type 1. So let me just save this program, compile it and run it. You can see hello, I am the type 1 of user defined functions. So it is not having any kind of argument and return type. As it is not having return type, I have written void, and as it is void, I do not need to assign this function's value to some other variable inside main, right? So this is the first type. Now let me talk about the second type. Second type is no argument passed but return value. So here the second type of function is I am not passing any argument. That means this portion will remain same. But here it is having some kind of return type. So you can write int, float, character, anything that you want. I am writing integer. As it is integer, I have to write return. But what I am going to return, so as you know that I am not going to pass anything in here. So here there will be no option. So what I can do, hello, I am type 2 of user defined function and I want user to enter some number, right? So how user will be able to enter a number? Using scanf. You can also use scanf inside function. So there is function inside function. So here I can write %d and here it can be say and a. Now you can ask, ma'am, you have not declared a. Yes, I have not declared, but I am declaring right now. Okay, so now a is created and right now it is having some garbage value, but after scanf it will have some kind of value which is entered by user, and here I am just printing that value, or I am returning that value, not printing. So here I am returning value of a. Now as the entire function will have some value, so So if user have entered 8, this 8 will be written over here. In place of this, it will be 8. If user have entered 8, this this entire line become 8. We cannot entirely write 8 like this, right? So I have to assign this value. How I can assign? So I can use one other variable int b, and here value b equal to type 2. So now this 8 will be assigned to this. So you can remember this simple rule that whenever it is written, you have to write something with this equal to. And if it is void, you do not need to write, and you must not need to write equal to and assign these values, right? Because void does not return anything, but int or float or any other data type do. So that's why I am writing b over here. Now I am printing this value, so I am doing printf the value of b which I have obtained using type 2 function is %d, and here it will be b. Make sure that you can directly write this type 2 instead of here, right? So this is not incorrect. You can also write something as this, but I am making it more simple for you guys. So now let me just save this program, compile it and run it. What is the issue? Int is not correct, int is correct. So let me correct it, compile it again and run it. So hello, I am the type 2 of user defined function, and I want user to enter spelling is wrong, I'm sorry for that, some number. So what is happened over here? First it will start with main create b. Now what is the value inside b right now? Garbage value, but here b equal to type 2. So it does not know what exactly is this type 2 do. So it will go to the definition, it will go here. Here it will create one variable a. Inside a, it is asking me right now, by printing this printf statement, it is asking me to enter the value for a. I am entering 8, right? So now if I hit enter, now a's value inside a is 8, right? And it will return the value a to this b. So now b become also 8. Now it will print and come here and execute this statement. The value of b which I have obtained using type 2 function is 8. So you can see that the value of a is copied to value of b, right? So you know that first, even though we know that the program execution starts with main, it is not directly printing the value of b. First we will go to the function and then come over here. So you have to understand this concept in this way. So this is all about the type 2 function. Now we have covered these two types. Now let me cover this third type of function, that is argument passed but no return type. So as it is no return type, I can write void over here, but as it is having some kind of arguments, I have to pass character, or say I have to pass some kind of things over here. So let me think what will I pass. Till now let me just erase everything, and here also I am going to erase. Return will also be erased. Why? Return inside a function is erased because it is void function. So now what I want to pass? I want to pass the character. So character a. So whenever here I am writing type 3, I have to write some kind of character inside this. So I am passing ch over here. What is the value of ch? That will be decided by user. So char ch, whatever value inside ch. So here printf enter any character. Here scanf %c and ch. So if user have entered k, so this k is passed as type 3 and here it will be k. Okay, so if user have passed something, then it will be something like that. So it will be passed here. So now this ch value, that is k, is copied to this value. So now whatever value inside ch is copied to value of a. So if user have passed k as character, now value of a will be k. Now here inside I am not returning anything, I am just printing. So printf %c the character entered in main is percentage C. This is A, right? I am writing something like this. Let me just compile the program and run it. So I am entering K. So the character entered in main is K. You can see first it will print enter any character because the program execution starts with main. Then it will create CH. Then it will take one value inside CH by using scanf. Then I am calling type 3 CH. So now it will call type 3 K. So that K is copied to value of A. Now it is printing value of A here, not the value of CH, but it is copied to A, right? So it is printing the character entered in main is K. This is about the third type of function. And last but not the least, we have already covered this program, that is type 4 of function. It is having return type and it is having some kind of argument. So I am having int A, int B, addition, or type 4 you can say. So here I am taking int num1, num2, and here printf enter two numbers, and here I am doing scanf %d, and then num1 and num2, and here what I am doing, I am calling type 4, and inside this 4 I am calling num1 and num2. Now it will have some kind of return type, that's return type, so that is say C. So I have to declare in C over here, C equal to A into B, or say A into A that is A square plus B. I am writing some random equation, right? So it will be returned. So here some kind of value will be returned. So to catch this return, because it will have some kind of integer value. This entire function has some integer value. So I have to write int result, and here result equal to this. I have to print it, printf /n, the result is %d, and here result. So I don't know what is the answer of this result, but compile it and run it. I am entering A as 1. So because 1 square is 1, or say I can add A as 2 raised to 2, 4, or 2 into 2, 4, and 4 plus I am entering B as 1. So answer should be 5. Now let me see, it is not printing anything. Why? Why it is not printing? Let me see, let me check. So num1 and num2 is created. Here I have not taken any value, right? So this was my mistake, silly mistakes. Now let me again compile it and run it. So 2 and 1, so result is 5, right? So you can see that even a small mistake will not make you able to write a correct answer. So this is all about the 4 type of functions. I hope this is not that difficult to understand. If you have understand the concept of functions very well, then it will be very easy for you to understand this concept as well. So here, these are called formal parameters and these are called actual parameters, which is called a function calling. So if you have any doubt, you can comment below the comment section and ask me. I hope you enjoyed this class. Now in the next lectures, I am going to perform the practicals of functions, right? So stay tuned with me. If you have any doubt, you can ask. See you in the next class. Thank you so much.